What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Jeremiah Davis here, the funding coach. It's been a while. You can say that I've been on a summer tour. I've been traveling so much the last 3-4 months that I haven't been able to do much of my lives like I normally do. But I'm back. And it is Monday Fun Day. All right. So Monday Fun Day, we're talking about funding tips so you can better grow your business or whatever else you're trying to do, start a business. And today's topic is business credit or business funding. Now, I've talked about this a number of different times. Flame, what's up, man? Glad to see you. I've talked about this a number of times, and I'm still on a daily basis re-educating people that have gotten misinformation on other platforms, social media platforms. And I guess I can't talk about it enough. Not only me, but a number of my other colleagues in the industry are talking about it as well. And a lot of people are getting confused between business credit and business funding. Okay. And so I'm gonna cover the gambit here today, and hopefully I can help somebody. And if you need business funding or business credit, give me a call. Book an appointment, and I'll help you. I am the funding coach, and why am I call myself the funding coach? Because I've been moving money for over 20 years in some form or fashion. I have been moving money from point A to point B, and for a fee, of course. Some of that money lands in my pocket. But over the 20 years, I've learned a litany of funding products and services, as well as business credit. Okay. Now, business credit is super hot right now. Everybody's getting it, but it's still less than 1% of business owners actually got true business credit and know how to use it properly. Okay. Business credit is a must-have. Everybody needs it. If you're a business owner, you need business credit, but it's not a substitute for cash flow. Okay, it's not. All right, and I'm gonna give you some details. And so first of all, business credit. What is business credit? Business credit is your business having a credit profile showing a track record of paying your bills on time. All right, that is not associated with your social security number. That's only associated with your EIN number. But to get that proper business credit, you have to have the proper business structure. You have to have the proper business address. You have to have a business bank account. Okay, you can't use Cash App. You can't use PayPal, or you can probably use PayPal, but you should have some proper banking for your business. Or a website, tangible services or products that a lender can look at and say, okay, this is a real business providing a real service to their community. Okay. I get so many people calling me talking about, I got an 80 on my Paydex score. Can I get a business loan? All right, like, okay, maybe. How long you been in business? Well, I'm just starting. Well, what's your business revenue? I haven't really made no money. Okay, well, what's your personal credit? Well, it's not that good. Banks are not giving you no cash money when you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. You got to have all your ducks in a row. And I'm going to further explain that, okay? Business funding. All right. And most business funding products and services will rely heavily on your personal credit, but not only your personal credit. Okay. Hypothetically, if you got good personal credit and you got good business credit and you got good business finances, then there are other funding options that are available to you that may not be available to everybody. Okay. So you got to have all the pieces to the puzzle. All right. When you're applying for a business loan, first thing the bank wants to look at is your business finances and your personal credit. Okay. If you have business credit as well as good and is established with some history, all right, not brand new, with some history, then they might offer you more money, or there's different funding products in the business lending platform that you'll have access to. Okay. And this is where people are missing the mark. If they're getting one piece to the puzzle and expecting to get funding, and they don't have the other pieces to the puzzle. Okay. So, but they're not synonymous with each other. Business funding and business credit don't mean the same thing. They're two different things entirely. Okay. And to be a proper business person, you need to have all of these things working for your benefit. Having business credit allows you to expand, buy more products or merchandise to expand without using your cash flow of your business, your day-to-day operation. Okay, wouldn't it be nice for you to go into, say, a Sam's or a Lowe's or an Apple or a Ford and buy whatever you want on business credit without using your cash from your business? That's the idea. Okay, you should be able to get not one vehicle, but 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 vehicles leased to your business or purchased by your business without using your business cash flow. If you got good enough business credit and good enough cash flow, that's possible. Okay, you can do that, but you have to plan for it. You have to prepare for it. And business credit is not a one and done thing. You don't like reach this plateau and say, I got business credit, because there's a ton of business credit reporting agencies out there for different industries. The restaurant industry, the food industry has its own business credit reporting agency. That business credit vendors in the food industry rely on when they extend credit to restaurants or food trucks, things like that. There are tractor trailer, transportation businesses that extend lines of credit to other people, owner operators, and things like that. Gas cards, maybe be freight or some other stuff. I'm not familiar with that industry that well, but I know that these industries, when you're applying for a business credit and they check these business credit bureaus for the transportation industry, that's what they're looking for. And you might not even have a profile established with those business credit reporting agencies. So there's a wide range. There's probably about 20, 30 different business credit reporting agencies out there. And a lot of them are specific for niche markets. Okay, so whatever market you in, you need to figure out who extends credit for your industry specific. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, if you have a number of business credit trade lines, you can go to a dealership, Lexus or maybe Mercedes or Ford or General Motors and get a vehicle, okay, or one of the tractor trailer dealerships and get a tractor trailer on business credit with a payment plan or something like that. But there's some things you need to do first. For example, I'm going to speak to the owner operators out there, right? If you are owner operator, independent contractor, and you're leasing a truck from a company to drive for, right, and you want to transition and get your own truck, but what you need to do at first is establish a business. Okay, get an LLC. Make sure you do your 2553, so your taxes are S corp. But you want to make sure that you set up a business account. I get more people in this industry contacting me trying to get a tractor trailer, and they're making money, but they're putting it in their personal account. Okay, and that's what these leasing agencies, these business lenders that do equipment leasing or equipment purchases, they don't want to see that you're putting your money in your personal account. They want it's a business loan, so you need a business account. You need to be depositing your money into the business account. Okay, so if you're an independent contractor, set yourself up as a business, get you a business account, get your documents in order, and have that company deposit your money, your payments into the business account. Once you have 3 to 4, 6 months of steady income coming in, then we can go get you that $150,000 piece of equipment and you can become an owner operator. Okay, those are the little things. That's what I'm talking about. Those pieces to the puzzle that nobody's telling you, right? You're just kind of walking blindly and saying, I'm just going to apply for this, I'm going to apply for this and apply for that. Okay, and personal credit for the equipment leasing isn't that big of a factor. You can have a 620 credit score. You can have a 640, 650 credit score. They're looking for the business is having the cash flow to cover the payments. That's what they're looking for. The business has got the cash flow to cover the payments. Now, when I see people making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month and they're putting it into their personal account, that's an automatic red flag. There's nothing I can do for you. I might be able to get you a personal loan, but now we're looking at a whole separate criteria for funding, okay? Because the personal credit has to be much higher and much better for you to get that loan. Now, I often take people into a personal route because to me, it seems that it's a low hanging fruit. Get you some, maybe 25, 50, $100,000 in personal funding, and then come up with a plan to put that into your business, to grow your business or start your business. All right. But that's a different criteria. And the reason I say that is because each funding product has a separate criteria. One size doesn't fit all. Okay. Now the SBA loans, right? Now during the pandemic, where it was all giving away, all this money through the SBA. The SBA didn't loan the money; they just guaranteed the money. Okay. But now that stuff is going away, and now you were looking for some more money. You need to have your ducks in a row. Now you're going to need a good business credit score, which is called the SBSS score, which is a combination of your personal and your business credit. That's just one thing. All right, the SBA is looking at. And you need good personal credit and good business credit to qualify. If you don't have both of those together, right, the SBSS score is a combination of your business credit and your personal credit, and they come up with a number, right? 150 to 160. I think it's 160 now or above is a combined score that they need to even qualify you for a traditional SBA loan. See? How many people knew that? Okay. All right. And you have to have a fundable business. Okay. You have to have a fundable business. That means cash flow. That means tax returns, P&Ls, things like that. You got to have your docs in order. Okay. I tell people every day the banks haven't changed their rules in 100 years. And when it comes to lending practices. Okay. The government stepped in and they said, okay, we got to give all these businesses some money so they can stay afloat, keep the economy going. All right, that's great. If you got it, great. If you didn't, okay. But now we're getting back to normal. You need to get your ducks in a row, okay? And you need to build your business credit. You need to keep a good accounting for your books, for your business, your income. How much money is coming in, how much money is going out, your profit and loss statements, your balance sheets. Are you upside down? Are you writing off too much money? If you got made $300,000 and you wrote off $300,000, you ain't looking too good on paper. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. You need to show profitability. Okay, and technically, if a business loses money for more than 2 years straight, the IRS starts looking at you funny. If they say if you lost money and you're in this business for 2 consecutive years, it's not a viable entity anymore, and they most likely want you to dissolve it. Now, I'm not a tax professional and I'm not getting tax advice, okay, but I know some, okay, and I had my own. I did the same thing. My first business, I had it for 2 years, and I counted off as a write-off, and I lost money. I got money back from taxes, but now I can't use that entity anymore. I had to start all over. Okay, so a lot of my knowledge comes from trial and error. What's up, Art? And how you doing? Yeah, so I made the mistakes. I didn't file my 2553 when I filed my S corp, and so now I'm begging the IRS to retroactivate my S corp so I can pay less taxes going forward. There's a lot of different things that a lot of people are not giving you all the details on. And I'm not saying I have all the details. I'm just saying I have some years of experience in trial and error. Okay. And if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does know the answer. Okay. So business credit. All right. You need it, and you need to continue to grow it. This never stops. Walmart doesn't stop. Walmart has hundreds of business trade lines, so they can buy all their products that's on the shelf, right? And we go in there and buy it before they even get an invoice, and they use our money to pay off the invoice. All right, that's like the super model, okay? But now we know about business credit. We need to learn it and make it work for us, okay? So don't stop at this level. You reach this tier, okay? And if you guys are doing cars and Turo, you want to do those in your business name, not on your personal credit, because that's going to hurt your personal credit in the long run. Okay, you need to do everything in your business name. Keep your business and your personal stuff separate. I know you heard it 1,000 times, but now you heard it 1,001 times. Okay, we can't keep operating and expect to reach the next level, the next plateau in the same conditions. And quite frankly, if you have the right business structure, you're going to pay less taxes. We already know this. We know the big wigs, the Warren Buffetts and the Bill Gates and Elon Musk and all these guys. They're paying minimum taxes because they have their business structure proper. Okay, the tax code was created for the wealthy by the wealthy. I'm not getting political. It's just facts. Okay. But yeah, you got to do this right. Okay. So stop just trying to use the shotgun. And there's no shortcuts. I see a lot of people, I see a lot of marketing on social media saying building business credit and getting access to hundreds of thousands of dollars in 90 days. I don't know anybody personally that's ever done that. And I've been associated with business credit for about 10 years. So way back before a lot of people was even in the game, I was selling business credit. And back then it was a little bit easier, but a little bit systematic. Now I would say it's easier because there's a lot more resources to access it and build it. But if you got the wrong information, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Okay. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot every time. So, yeah, the DR was amazing, man. I'm still working on that office in DR. So, I got some people, popping up with some questions, but, yeah, I'm trying to do my Spanish speaking, section of my business. The sales office will be in the DR so I can reach out to the Spanish community. And well, you know what? I'm not limiting myself to any segment of the population. Spanish-speaking Americans need all my products and services just as well. So that was a little detour from the topic. All right, business funding. There are at least 40 different business funding products. Everything, because people don't look at them as products. I call them funding products because that's what they are to me. Okay. Commercial real estate financing is a business loan product. Equipment leasing purchase is a business loan product. Even investment real estate is a business loan product. And why are they? Because you need a business to apply for them. Fix and flip, that's business. Okay. You need accounts receivable, that's business. Factoring, that's business. Working capital, that's business. And most of those, and some of those, not all of them, some of them still need you to have good personal credit. Now, a lot of the real estate stuff you don't need, depends on how big the project is, the deal is. But a lot of they have specific stipulations. And then another thing is a lot of the lenders create their own criteria for qualifications. So you need to figure out what type of loan that you need, what type of business loan that you need for your specific type of business, right? And then you need to find the lenders in that niche market and figure out what their criteria is to qualify for those type of loans. This is what people don't do. They just go to any bank or they go to any online lender and they submit, their information. And then a lot of times they just get denied because they don't know what's required. All right. That's another reason why I call myself the business coach, the funding coach, is because I know what the bank is looking for a wide range of funding products. Okay. When my software comes out next year, all this stuff will be available to everybody. But in the meantime, listen, and a lot of times you guys, you don't even know what you qualify for. Like, I can't tell you how many times people call me, ask me for a business loan and don't qualify for it. Or they ask me they want a specific type of loan, but they don't qualify for it. And I have to tell them, well, you don't qualify for that. And I usually try to come up with an alternative solution. Okay, well, let's start with this and get a little money in your pocket. And then we can transition into a better loan with better terms that's more to your liking. But sometimes you got to bite the bullet. You got to start where you can to get what you can to grow your business. Okay. So those are some of the things by working with me as the funding coach, I'm going to bring to the table. I'm going to bring 20 years of knowledge and expertise and experience to the table so I can put you in the right funding product that fits your needs. And it might not be immediately, but it might be 3 to 6 months down the road. Now, I try to get everybody funded from where they're at. And if you're not qualified for any type of funding, most likely because you got bad credit. That's I mean that's why I say majority of the loans I do usually end up with personal loans, and it's loan stacking. You're not going to just get one loan. I'm going to try to stack 3, 4, 5, 6 loans together to get you the maximum amount of funding, and I'm going to stack the credit cards too, right? And those are going to be 0% interest for probably anywhere from 6 to 18 months. And some cash in your pocket, but also the strategy, the plan. How do you manage $100,000? You never had $100,000 before? Do you know how to manage $100,000? Okay, I've seen it. I've seen too many people get a large sum of money and mess it up, and they're in a worse position when they started. Okay, because you're not going to get away from that. The bank's going to get their money back. Believe that. You're not going to be able to escape that. You can file bankruptcy, or it might come after your house, but it's personal. So their personal assets are attached. Whatever it's in your name, they can come get to pay that money back. So I'll give this tip to you for free. If you got $100,000, you need to go ahead and set the first year of payments aside. Okay, put them on auto pay, and within that time, you can take the rest of the money and strategically use it to build more wealth. And hopefully, if you follow directions, and within a year, you can be making more money than you borrowed and pay that money back off. And there's no payment penalties on that type of loan, so you can pay it off early and get out of it and be in a better position. And that applies even if you're doing fixing holes. You want to do apartment buildings, you want to do real estate or commercial buildings, or if you want to do a food truck. The strategy and the business principles are pretty universal. Okay, if you want a food truck, let's get you a food truck, but let's plan to get you 3 food trucks. All right, you want a tractor trailer? Okay, let's get you a tractor trailer, but let's plan to get you 3, 4 tractor trailers or dump trucks. Okay, let's plan to be successful for the future and generate more revenue than, because I don't want to see anybody in a worse position after coming to me than they was when they came to me. I want to help you build your business and generate more income. So maybe you're going to come back to me. Maybe you'll tell your friends and family, hey, he helped me out a lot. He got me to this point. Okay, it takes money to make money. We all know this. It takes money to make money. If you ain't got no money, then you better figure out how to get something. Okay, I've had people call me saying, I want to start a business, but I ain't got no money. I don't know what to tell you. I can't do nothing with you. Okay, you got to have something. You got to be working with something. What's up, Gabe? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, you have to have at least good credit. Okay, you need to be making at least $40,000-$50,000 a year. Now, if you only make $40,000 a year, but your significant other makes $40,000 a year, we can use household income and still get you that money. And you're still going to set that first 12 months of payments on auto pay and set that money aside. And then you're going to use that other money strategically. Don't use it as leverage. Like I often tell people, okay, if you want to get into real estate, okay, we're going to get you this money, and you're going to use a little bit of it to get your contract, to get a rehab budget, to get it under contract. Okay, then we're going to go to the hard money lenders, and they're going to give you 80 to 90% of the purchase price and 100% of the rehab, right? And then you're going to flip it. If you want to hold it and keep it as a rental property, there's a plan, there's a strategy for that. Okay, but the money that you borrowed is still sitting in the bank. And then you start stacking them, right? If you do a refi and hold it, and then you cash out the equity, that's profit. Or if you flip it, and after rehab value is $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 more than what you got into it, you flip it and you pay off the hard money and you put the profit in the bank. Now you're stacking money on top of money, but you never use all the money that you borrowed. And that's how you do that 3-4 times a year. You'll have the money that you borrowed already made back, you can pay it off, and you become your own bank, and you repeat the cycle, but you still don't use your money. You use other people's money. You use the bank's hard money. All right. I'm telling you, all the pieces to the puzzle. All the pieces to the puzzle. If you don't know all the pieces to the puzzle, you better ask somebody. All right. that's my time for the day. If you guys want to get a hold of me, just hit me up on social media, schedule an appointment on one of my websites. Go to my YouTube channel and like it. And listen, there's no reason for nobody to be broke in this day and age. Everybody can come up and we can all make our lives better, our family lives better, our kids' lives better, the next generation. Everybody, there's no reason not to succeed in this day and age. All right. I want you guys to be blessed. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I am the Funding Coach. Peace.